Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, I'm just like taking a little bit of a break from as far as much of the coverage on the election tonight. As far as that goes, now it's like finally like my turn to like vote and all that sort of thing there. But since I live in California and we're like the most populous state in the nation and all that, so as far as how I think of the whole coverage of all this, that as far as AP calling their chickens before they hatch is really irresponsible. But it just shows that they're being complacent with the Clinton campaign and trying to make sure that she wins and that this whole revolution, if they probably want to do that, is put to bed and all that. But the reality of it is the genie's out of the bottle already, and you know, and that's just something that people on that camp there have to deal with now. So, anyways, as far as the results seem to go, it's like, well, as far as now, it's like they usually do that up until like maybe around like at least 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when all the precinct ballots are counted. But as far as when it comes to like vote by mail ballots, they're not necessarily completely finished until maybe by like another month by the latest, because it takes a long time to count all the mail ballots, and then whether or not there was any like provisional ballots there, you know. So you can't really go around and say that like that he lost as far as that goes. There, and it's like what had happened earlier this year, where they where Sanders had accused the DNC of like taking maybe 2 or 3 of his delegates when he was in the lead on as far as the ballot wise, as far as that goes. But it's it really just seems a bit dishonest as far as with the DNC there, the fact that they were trying to like derail him in every which way possible, as far as that goes. So I although as far as what I kind of said to Mom earlier, that I pretty much will like vote for Hillary as far as that goes if she wins the nomination as far as that goes, which in a way it kind of looks like it, but it's like it's not really entirely over at this point, because after all, it's like he still has a few tricks up his sleeve as far as that goes. And the way how usually these things kind of go is always the underdog always tends to win in the end, because they always have that that one last ace in their sleeve trumps all that sort of stuff. Where even if the odds are like stacked against them in some cases, and even in the case where the whole game has been rigged to be stacked against them and all that sort of stuff. So that's one of the little things. So, anyways, as far as okay, as far as all the other stuff goes, with the election goes, it's still kind of premature as far as I guess. We're probably at now at least 25 or 30% of the precinct ballots as far as that goes. And that's just not going to be completed until maybe about a couple more hours. And yet, as far as any of the other vote by mail ballots, it's still not going to be processed, not for completed until like about a month from now, as far as that goes. So that just leaves all this sort of stuff that's coming out, and let alone whether or not if Hillary gets indicted or not, as far as the email scandal and all of this sort of stuff or whatnot. She may not even get indicted after all, because it may make her look bad, and possibly hand the presidency over to Donald Trump, for that matter. But it's basically one of those little things there. It's like, as far as some of those people there, it's like, do they really want to hand the presidency over to us, to a millionaire like that, who even my dad said, who's a lifelong Republican, said that he wouldn't trust Donald Trump for football, as far as playing football with Putin. Otherwise, will cause a nuclear war, so that sort of thing. So that's just one of the little things there, that even my dad is doing the unthinkable, voting for a Democrat this time, a lifelong Republican who voted for Nixon, voted for Reagan and all that, is gonna break ranks and vote for a Democrat because of an idiot like Donald Trump winning the nomination and all that. So, anyways, I guess that's probably until next time.